It's a super competitive market, as you know, in Rhode Island, because you help people buy and sell here as well. But how are things going out in the Fall River and Southeastern part of Massachusetts? Is it the same? Is it different?
Yeah, so it's very much similar. Lux level, what we do is sort of hyper local. I kind of grew up in like the southeastern Massachusetts area. So like Somerset, Swansea, Rehoboth, Fall River, even like Berkeley, Dighton, Lakeville, up towards there. If you look at just the number of listings that hit the market, not even just segmenting luxury, but all over between this period, like the first 6 months of 2020 versus the first 6 months of 2021, we're lagging by, I don't know, what is these numbers, by like 120 listings.
You're still down?
Yeah, massively.
Wow. So that's interesting. So your market has fewer listings today than it did in 2020 once the pandemic hit?
Yeah. So January to June 2020, listings that hit the market, we have 840, and more or less you're sitting on the market for an average of 64 days. Now that's like the height of the pandemic. Yep. If we look at that same period, now that June's hit for 2021, there's only been 740 new listings, and your average days on the market is cut into a third. You're at 23 days.
Sarah, what would you say to anybody who is looking to buy and sell congruently? Like, what type of advice would you give to somebody who's ready to put their home on the market and they need to find a house to buy right away?
So, I mean, opposite of what I would have said maybe pre-pandemic, get your house listed and do what you need to do, and then worry about finding something because inventory wasn't an issue. Now I'm encouraging more people to, like, while we're prepping your house to get ready for list, go to opens, look around, know what you like, know what you can afford in this market, because it's very, very different from the last time you bought a house, or even maybe last year when you were looking. Make sure that you want something that is still going to be within your budget. You know, what was $350 last year is $425 this year.
Now, do you ever run into the situation, Sarah, where your clients will go in, they'll be like, oh my God, I'm so gung-ho, this is the home I want, before their home is listed? How do you have that, come to Jesus talk with them, that how do you tell them, like, look, you are not going to get this home if you need to sell your house? What do you say to them? I'm curious.
So just kind of, I think one of the things that we do well is just making real estate real. It's not, you have to be able to talk to people and tell them, hey, this is great, this is what you want, but maybe it's not the most realistic for your situation. And the reality is, before I take somebody on, whether as a buyer or a seller, I sit them down and I talk about where the market is and what you can and what you can't expect. So like, if you're a buyer, I'm bringing you in and I'm telling you, like, hey, if you want a house, don't worry about what the listing price says, because you're probably going to have to go over, right? You may want to go through the house and look and talk about if you have to throw in more money for appraisals and things like that. Or if you're a seller, I'm saying, we're going to do an open house and it's going to be done rather quickly, but there's going to be a lot of volume, a lot of people in your house. Your life is going to be very disruptive, probably not from one weekend, but still it'll be very disruptive for a period of time.